Okay. So the significance of this Ekadashi is the Mohini Ekadashi. Like the name itself suggests, we know that Mohini Avataram had taken place on this day. Bhagavan Vishnu had taken the form of Mohini when the Samudra Mathanam was going on between the Asuras and the Devas. That's when finally, when Amritam comes out, both the Devas and the Asuras wanted it, which led to fights. So, in that regard, Bhagavan Vishnu took the form of Mohini Devi, very, very graceful and attractive form. The Asuras were immediately attracted towards Mohini. They lost their focus, they lost the thought that they wanted Amritam. That's when Mohini very smartly distributed the Amritam to the gods, and through this Ekadashi or through this avataram that is there, a simple message is conveyed saying that attraction at times can distract the mind, and that's when Mohini Devi actually she represents illusion, whereas Bhagavan Vishnu represents clarity also. So Mohini Devi is also a form of Vishnu only, but in this form, how one can be distracted and how a person falls into that trap, that has been highlighted. Now this Ekadashi, there is one more reference behind this Ekadashi. Like we know, this Ekadashi falls in the Shukla Paksham of the Vaishaka Masam, and while Arjuna asks about the significance of this Ekadashi to Krishna, Krishna tells a reference wherein he tells that in my previous avataram of Rama, I had asked this a question to my Guru Vasishta, saying that I had suffered a lot due to separation from Sita Devi also. Maybe a lot of sins were there. It is not actually sins, but sufferings in general Rama had to undergo. So that's when Rama asks Vasishta that you tell me a way that so that my sufferings will be destroyed or they will little reduce also. That's when Vasishta says that a very good question you have asked, and first of all, Vasishta tells Rama that people will lose all their sufferings just by remembering you, just by chanting Ramanama. But because you have asked this as a Leela also, I will tell you the significance of this Mohini Ekadashi. Now, what is the story behind this Ekadashi is, there was a city, it seems, called Bhadravati. Now, this Bhadravati city was located on the banks of the Saraswati Nadi, which today we don't see flowing in Bharata Bhumi. That's when a king called Dyutiman, he was ruling that city. And in that same city, there was a businessman also, Vaishya, especially Vaishya is one, a merchant. He was also living in that city, a very wealthy man. His name was Dhanapalaha. In his name itself, there was Dhanam, that is wealth. He was again a very religious person, a great devotee of Narayana also. He had done a lot of punya karma, maybe for public activities that were there, water bodies, hotels, so on. A lot of things he had built. Now that businessman had 5 sons, and the eldest of whom was very sinful and so on. So he was indulged in all kinds of negative activities, maybe eating meat, attacking others, drinking habits, and so on. Ultimately, what happened is his father, that Vaishya, he tried his best to mold his son, but nothing happened. Finally, his own father, brothers, relatives, everyone, he started troubling, and that's when he started living by selling his own house, own clothes, jewelry, and so on. He was spending his time with a lot of women altogether. So, like this, all kinds of negative things this person was into. That's when one fine day, what happens is, now he lost all his wealth by doing all these activities. He ended up stealing, it seems. That's when the soldiers of the kingdom, they caught him. Uh, but for the first time, because that Vaishya, his father was a very respected person, they leave him for the first time. But again, this person does all kinds of wrong activities the second time. The second time, now the soldiers, uh, they bring him to the king, and that's when the king also puts him in prison. Now in the prison also, we know all kinds of tortures, this and that is being done. He was kept in the prison, in the jail for a few days. Finally, he was told to leave the city and go somewhere. Now he went to the forest. Now he has to fill his stomach. That's when he started killing animals, birds, and so, and he started eating all those creatures. And that's when he meets a sage in the ashramam called Kaudinyaha. And it was this time only, the Vaishaka Masam, that's when Kaudinya Muni had come there. It was on the banks of the river Ganga. He meets this sage, and now, even though this Vaishya's son, this evil person, had done a lot of evil karma, still there was some, maybe some good punya karma which he had done in his previous life. That's why it is said that whatever we do does not go waste, even though the results might not be immediate. So he meets this sage and says, "Oh Mahatma, I have done a lot of sins in my life. You tell me some simple remedies also to get rid of these sins." That's when the sage says that you observe this Ekadashi, which comes in the Shukla Paksham of the Vaishakha Masam. The name of this Ekadashi is Mohini Ekadashi. You can do fasting also, you can chant Vishnu Sahasranama, you can do a simple puja for Vishnu and so on. That's when the Mohini Ekadashi Vratam was observed by this person, the son of that Vaishya, and immediately all his sins were gone away. He also transformed into a good person. Thus, all his sins went away. He finally goes to Vishnu Lokam. Garuda himself carries him to Vaikuntham. So, therefore, this is the greatness of this Ekadashi or Rama. Vasishtha conveys, and he tells that the benefit, or you can say the virtue, of offering this, of observing this Ekadashi is equal to donating about 1,000 cows or so. So, it is equal to Godanam. So, this is the significance of this Ekadashi. And one more important message that this Ekadashi conveys is Satsangam, the company of good people, company of yogis, sages, or in general positive good people will definitely bring about a transformation in our life. That's why it is always said that always be in Satsangam, good people around you. In this case also, if that person had not met the sage, maybe he would have never come on the right path, he could have never observed this Ekadashi Vratam, he could have never been freed from his sins. Yeah. So this is the significance of this Ekadashi. On this Ekadashi, maybe attachment goes away, discipline builds in. Then, in fact, even the Mohini Avataram or the Samudra Mathanam episode, even from Narayanyam, Srimad Bhagavatam, you can chant those chapters also. Usually, a picture or an idol of Bhagavan Vishnu is worshipped on this day. Tulsi, flowers, etc. are offered. Sweets can be prepared and offered as Nevidyam. Whoever does the Ekadashi Vrata, you can consume it tomorrow on Dwadashi day. Usually a ghee lamp is lit on this day. Vishnu Sahasranama or simple mantras in praise of Vishnu, or even the Ashtakshari mantra, Pranavam Namo Narayanaya, or Dwadashakshari mantram, Pranavam Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, anything can be chanted. So most importantly on this day, Mohini Ekadashi day, devotion or bhakti matters. A lot of people, they will do maybe one mala also. If you have a japamala with you 108 times also, simple chanting is something which matters here on this day. So like this, different rituals are performed on this day. So, and in fact even the Mahamantra is chanted, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. And even Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, these 5 lines, Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, these 4 names are also chanted during this Ekadashi. So this is the significance of this Ekadashi, which comes in the Shukla Paksham of the Vaishakha Masam, Mohini Ekadashi.